Hey guys, how you all doing today? And today we'll be watching Hannibal Season 2, Episode 8. And the last episode, we were given so much, I couldn't even digest it. Like, Chilton was framed as the Chesapeake Ripper and the copycat killer, essentially. And everything worked to a T if you're Hannibal. And everyone is fooled except from Will, essentially. And it ends with Chilton getting shot through the head by Miriam Lass. Everything worked to a T if you're Hannibal. Miriam Lass killed Chilton, believing that Chilton was the Chesapeake Ripper and the copycat killer. Everyone in the FBI believes that to be true, except from Will. And I did not see that coming. I did not see Chilton dying this early. I thought it would be one of those long-running characters in this show. I thought it would be going to season 3 because in the movies he is there when Hannibal is caught, but that's me trying to assume this is trying to be in the same universe as those movies, but in reality this is a totally different thing, just with the same characters. And it didn't even stop there, ladies and gentlemen. You had Will going to Hannibal again, asking to continue his therapy. And you can tell when Will said that, Hannibal was, smiling, but they both know, Will's got ulterior motives for this. I'm sure he's trying to get close to Hannibal for a reason, because he knows for sure that he is the Chesapeake Ripper and the copycat killer. He knows this full well. And Hannibal is happy about this, I'm very sure it is, but he's also going to be very cautious. He's not going to risk, he's not going to confess, and he's not going to say anything, he's not going to do anything stupid. He's just going to play this game. I love this game with these two. It's such a fun dynamic on screen. And Hannibal is not going to do what he did with Will in the last season. I think Will's in a different position now. He's strong. He's not as vulnerable, and he's aware of Hannibal. Hannibal knows this too. So, but Hannibal is a conniving mastermind. I don't know why I said Knievel. I don't even know what that means. But Hannibal is a conniving mastermind. So I'm sure he's going to find a way to have control over Will. But yeah, last episode was fantastic. So this episode, I can't wait to see where this goes. We're on episode 8. But if you want full-length reaction to this, you can do it on my Patreon, where you can watch full-length reactions to all Hannibal episodes and movies that I have watched on this channel with reference footage, so you don't have to sync up. It's all there for you. And you can vote on Patreon too to see what I do next. But yes, without further ado, let's fucking do this, boys and girls. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, so how do you catch a fish that isn't hungry?
Change your tactics. Use live bait that moves and excites them to action. You got to make him bite, even though he's not hungry.
His eyes plumb of Hannibal.
Instinct.
Only you and the fish exist. Your lure is the one thing he wants, despite everything he knows.
Make a wrong move, he swims away.
I'm a good fisherman, Jack.
And Hannibal's the fish. Speaking of fish, there we go. Well, Hannibal cutting this fish kind of symbolizes he's not the fish and what they think. He's not going to be that easy. That's my tip. I don't know. Oh, having Jack and Will.
Saumon au bleu. Vegetables and broth,
Oh,
served with a hollandaise sauce on the side.
for the first time, I do not
Beautiful
like
fish,
what he's
though.
made.
Wounds we dealt each other until we got to the truth.
Which is why we need to move.
Didn't have a C-section. Weren't there yesterday.
What the fuck? Oh no, what's in there? I've just got a feeling something's in there that shouldn't be in there. What I fucking tell you. Oh girl. Oh, that shot. I like that shot. That was bad.
Agree
Oh, I
with the
love.
pagans, the horse is divine. All beef.
The ecchymosis of the subcutaneous tissue is consistent with
She was
pressure around-
strangled.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Wordy.
Yeah, exactly. It's got the Undertaker eyes.
What's the thinking here, Doctor?
Conflicted. I see what he's done. I don't understand why he's done it. This killer doesn't think like anyone else, Jack. You'll have to find someone who doesn't think like anyone else to catch him.
Will. ring.
You're no more at fault for what happened to you than if you had been bitten by a mad dog.
Mad dogs are put down.
That's
Is
true.
that what you hoped to accomplish when you attacked your brother? It would actually have been more therapeutic if you had killed him. I would change many things, but not that we ended up here. Well, that Will is back in therapy.
And was a happy man.
The only thing stranger than finding a woman inside a horse is seeing you back in therapy with Will Graham.
You know why Will tried to kill me? He was protecting you in the only way he felt he had left to him. He's healthy, he's back in therapy. With a good psychiatrist.
He is good. He's just a maniacal son of a bitch.
Her name is Sarah Kramer. She was a horse groom at the stables where her body was found.
Oil. Someone
What's
back there got
that?
real good too. It's not even on her teeth.
What the fuck's that?
She has a heartbeat.
What?
She's in rigor
She
mortis.
doesn't have a pulse.
She has a heartbeat.
It's like Jane Doe, the autopsy of Jane Doe, as that was called, with Brian Cox.
She has a heartbeat.
Have you seen that movie? Good movie.
Something's beating.
Zombie! Hey, there's Will. I was gonna say, hasn't Jack asked him to come back yet? Like, dude, he just left. Come on, man. Love how like nonchalant that walk was then. Like, he just walked down like he was some like fucking badass. Well, he's a badass. Let's be honest.
Whoever did this knew the horse. Knew she was dying because her foal was born dead.
Right.
He knew Sarah Kramer. He was familiar with the stables, knew when he wouldn't get caught. He works here, or maybe used to work here.
Was he one of those two that
He
saw
has
the
medical
horse?
knowledge of
Oh, he looks suspicious.
Sir? You don't seem to be curious about who we are.
Oh, he's looking down.
I'm Agent Jack Crawford with the FBI. This is Will Graham. I'm here to ask you some questions about someone you may have had contact with.
There was a bird in her chest. You heard about that?
Was the bird alive?
No, no.
Yes.
He is so guilty. But maybe it's too obvious. He seems mentally vulnerable to me. I don't think it's him. Maybe. I don't know. Could be. I don't know.
Did you get your head injury when you were working at the stables, Peter?
Yeah, it was kicked by a horse.
Ooh.
Boom.
Must be that.
That's an atypical motor response. Peter's abilities to look and touch can only happen as separate events. It's aggravated by stress, right?
Right. Makes sense.
Are you feeling under stress?
Rebirths can only ever be symbolic.
You've been reborn.
Wasn't that the goal of my therapy?
Last time it nearly destroyed you.
The last time you nearly destroyed me.
After everything that has happened, Will, you still
Stop
believe
right there. You may have to pretend, but I don't.
No, you don't.
I prefer sins of omission to outright lies, Dr. Lecter.
Oh no.
Don't lie to me.
Why have you resumed your therapy?
You can't just talk to any psychiatrist about what's kicking around my head.
Good point.
You fantasize about killing me.
Yes.
Tell me, how would you do it?
With my hands. I discovered a truth about myself when I tried to have you killed.
That doing bad things to bad people makes you feel good.
Said that before to do the check.
I need to know if you're going to try to kill me again.
I don't want to kill you anymore, Dr. Lecter. Not now that I finally find you interesting.
Oh boy, things have changed. That scene was fantastic. I was so like tense and so like, whoa.
The evidence was compelling.
It didn't stop Beverly from questioning it. Maybe if she thought we were listened, she would have come to us.
Yeah, I respect that.
They think I'm weird.
I'm much weirder than you will ever be, Margot. It's fine to be weird.
It is. I'm fucking weird as. I'm just. Ugh.
They've already forgiven him. I know how to stop it.
Killing him.
If you really want to kill your brother, Margot, wait until you can get away with it. Find someone to do it for you.
Hannibal himself. I'm a
You were
therapist, not a
worried
hitman.
about Bird? He's someone you considered a friend. He made you feel less alone until you saw what he really is.
I think he's talking about Hannibal.
No.
Your notes on Peter Bernadone's file are drastically different than the ones from his last caseworker.
Well, the social services system is far from perfect. It's common to omit certain information on difficult cases in order to clear a path in the world for those stuck in the weeds.
He has that
Peter's
douchebag
had persistent
like
cognitive
face I want to
problems,
punch.
Confusion.
You don't seem to feel sorry for your client. A surprising lack of empathy in a social worker.
Right.
Peter Bernadone has accused me of killing 16 women.
How does that make you feel?
Ah.
Right now, I'm feeling inconvenienced.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable.
Now I'm uncomfortable.
That's smart. She keeps pushing him on his feelings, not on the facts. She's trying to gauge how comfortable he is with emotion, if he has any. Couldn't bear being touched by her.
Yes, his responses are typical of psychopaths during interviews, but
Why did you become a social worker?
Society needs caring people.
It also needs a few psychopaths. To keep the rest of us on our
Correct. Maybe he's both. Oh.
If you're not detaining me,
This
I'd
guy's
like
a
to
great
get my
actor.
way now.
His eyes are saying something different to what he's actually, you know, trying to put on.
Let him go.
Peter Bernadone is psychologically disadvantaged. He's been manipulated. As his social worker, this man is in a position of trust, and he has
Right.
betrayed that
Fuck
trust.
that guy then.
I know what it's like to point at a killer and have no one listen.
Huh.
You pointed in the wrong direction.
I bet Hannibal feels so uncomfortable right now when Will makes his digs and makes his little implications.
And this is the very horse who kicked you in the head.
Didn't mean to scare.
Some will say this was a long time coming. I know I will. I already have.
It's a fucking horse.
16 women, Peter. You killed them because you weren't worthy of them.
You killed him. You killed him.
They were worthy of me.
Wow. Shit. Poor Peter. The song sounds very familiar.
Peter Bernadone lies in the same darkness that holds you.
No. I'm alone in that darkness.
You're not alone, Will. I'm standing right beside you.
I love their conversations. Come on, save Peter. I think Peter's inside that horse now. Did he kill the social worker?
Peter. Is your social worker in that horse?
That is not good.
Think he deserves to die. But you didn't deserve to kill him, Peter.
And you don't deserve to be punished.
I want you to come with me.
But you've killed him. That's actually kind of sad, man. Peter, poor Peter, he was manipulated by the social worker. He was killed 16 women, killed the damn horse. It's 2 horses, I guess. I don't know, actually. He killed several horses.
What was done to you was cruelty for cruelty's sake.
Indeed.
I envy you your hate. Makes it easier when you know how to feel.
It's like he relates to him because they were both manipulated. Oh my. Oh, that's fucking disgusting. And Hannibal. Look at Hannibal. Even Hannibal's disgusted by that. Ew.
England. Might want to crawl back in there if you know what's good for you.
Officer. I'm the victim here.
Don't even try that with Will.
I'm not an officer. I'm Peter's friend.
It won't feel like killing me.
It doesn't have to.
You did the best anyone could do for Peter. Don't do this for him. If you're going to do this, Will, you have to do it for yourself. This is not the reckoning you promised yourself.
The reckoning. See, he said that to Hannibal in the cell.
With all my knowledge and intrusion, I could never entirely predict you.
I like the comparison. Like, if you think about it, Peter and the social worker is parallel to Will and Hannibal's situation there. Obviously, there is some stark differences, but the the obvious thing is Peter's been manipulated, or he's in a vulnerable position mentally, and the whole getting kicked by the horse around his head, and he's in a very vulnerable position, and the social worker took advantage of that, and that's what Hannibal is on to Will, but on totally different levels, because Will is in a position where it's not easy to manipulate Will, but Hannibal is a mastermind, so Hannibal can do that. And that ending was perfectly showcased that, and Will's desire to kill Hannibal, and he could relate to what Peter was saying, and he felt like that's why when he heard Peter saying, "I want him to do what to do to him what he's been doing to all these other people," and Will could relate to that and feel sorry for him because they have the same feeling about their respected manipulators in a way. So, but yeah, this episode, it wasn't as action packed in terms of shocking moments as the last episode, but I think that's fine. It needed to take a bit of a break after how crazy the last episode was. If it did that over and over and over again, I don't think I would take it. I think I'll have a heart attack and die. I just love their relationship because that scene, that scene when in Will's therapy session, where he says, yeah, we're back to this position we were before, but with totally different mindsets. Yes, Jack thinks Chilton's done it. Alana thinks Chilton's done all this, but me and you know the true situation here. And I love that Hannibal didn't say, I love Hannibal, didn't deny him being the killer, but he didn't say yes, he was the killer. He didn't confess to it, but he didn't deny it, and I just love it. Hannibal is playing a game here with Will, and it's such a fun dynamic to watch. That therapy scene, that it was such a fun scene to watch. It really was. Like, you got Will saying to him, "Don't lie to me," and you could tell Hannibal was really impressed with Will, and kind of proud of Will too, and very open as well with Hannibal saying, I wanted to kill him with my bare hands, and Hannibal's reaction was just priceless when he said that. It really was. But yeah, this whole thing going on with Alana and Hannibal, though, like, where is this leading to? Is this going to lead to eventually, Alana finding out and being completely shocked, or is Hannibal going to kill her? I do think Hannibal's going to kill her. I do think, this is my prediction, I think by the end of this finale, I do think Hannibal's going to kill her. Because I feel like she's got too close to Hannibal now. I don't know. That's just my prediction, you know. But and outside of the Hannibal and Will stuff, I loved what they did with the social worker. That scene when he's like, you know, he's dead smiley, dead, you know, polite, professional, um, but in his eyes you can see some like weird craziness, like something's not right there. Yeah, he's talking, he's very, you know, got good posture and all that, but his eyes a bit, you know, cuckoo crazy. And I had like some like what's his name, Patrick Bateman vibes. I was gonna say Jason Bateman there, but that's an actor. I had some Patrick Bateman vibes with that scene. I don't know why, I just did. And yeah, but that was my reaction to Hannibal season 2, episode 8. And yes, you know, I can't wait for this next 5 episodes. It's gonna be completely bonkers. But if you want a flame reaction to this, you can do it on my Patreon. And if you like to vote who I do next, you can do it on my Patreon too. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good day.